What's up everybody? Welcome back for another channel C.G.E video. This is the video I have been waiting for, that you guys have been waiting for as well. And this is the video where we are finally going to be spraying the PTGT. And not only are we going to be spraying it, but we are going to do something really different, really cool that I have kept a secret fairly well. I've kind of spilled it to some of the Instagram gang, but the last couple videos on the car have been all the body work that I've been doing, and they were kind of mumbled up, a lot of random footage, and I didn't really do the best job of filming because if any of you guys have ever done body work before, you know that body work is a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of time, especially to learn, which is definitely what I am doing with all of this. So I've been looking forward to this video because we are going to be going through the whole spraying process. You guys already saw the color reveal, so I already know the cars are a different color, but I'm actually going to talk about how we got to that color, how we got the finish, and what we're going to be spraying. Got the bumpers over here. They are getting primed, and I still need to finish priming them, but I have sanded so much freaking clear coat off these things. It's not even funny, and I'm going over the worst areas at least with some primer, and we're going to wet sand it tomorrow morning after it's cured. Especially like up in here, there were so many stone chips, and then all the clear coat up in here was just awful, but it's coming together, and once it's wet sand, it's going to be perfect. Guys, this right here, this is where our color is coming from. We're actually PROLINE dipping, or liquid wrap, or whatever you want to call it. Plasti dip. It's not Plasti dip, but we are officially completely dipping the PTGT, and we are dipping it with the color black and blue, which is a pretty standard PROLINE color, and a color that I kind of fell in love with after looking at all the different options. I wanted to go with something that was close to black, still a really dark color, but something a little different that would pop a little bit. I think this is going to be perfect. So this is what we're going to be using to actually dip the car, and what the color is actually going to be. We also have the high build primer here because we've done so much body work on the car that this is really the only way to go. That's basically the way it's going to go. I am new to painting, so I figured not only is a dip cool technology that I've always been curious about, and this is kind of my opportunity to learn about it, but also since I am new at spraying, it's temporary to the point where it can be peeled off at the end of the year if I don't like it, or if the finish doesn't come on exactly how I hope. And yeah, just seemed like the best option. Dips are a little bit sensitive to spray, but PROLINE is meant to be sprayed with an HVLP, and that's what I'm going to be spraying it with, and that's what I want to learn on, so win-win, I guess. So as you guys saw in the vlog that went up last, I believe, we actually set up a whole paint bay over here. You can see the white tarps behind the Eldorado, and that's like our whole paint bay area, and it's not exactly a permanent setup, but I just hung plastic around, got a filter in the window to the point where I feel safe spraying in there, and I think it's going to work perfect for what we're doing. So coming to my lair, I've already started the masking process, but the PTGT, as you guys can see, is already in here and ready to go. We got all the spots primed as you saw in the last episode. We got everything cleaned up a little bit better. And all these main spots have been masked all around the windows, and all these spots where I cannot remove the trim, like all this trim along here, I'm probably going to be able to remove, and then we'll just tape it off gently and use plastic. Now that you guys know it's a dip though, you kind of understand why my mindset was what it was. If I was actually painting this car, obviously the prep would be a lot more extensive, but because it's a dip, I'm not as worried. Just see how my body work looks all together and see how the paint ends up looking. See what I can do as far as spraying is concerned, and it can come off if we don't like it or if it looks bad after a little while. Today I've just been doing some of the final masking, some of the final prep. Tomorrow morning, gonna wet sand the bumpers, completely deep clean the car, and then we can start the spraying. And that's gonna be fun. Alright guys, unfortunately, we are going to be using the GoPro head camera today. I was trying to figure out decent camera angles and trying to figure out how I could have somebody else film for me and all this kind of stuff, how to get you guys the best footage of the spraying process. But honestly, with me being the noob I am and having the space that I have, best way I can figure get footage for you guys is with the head cam. So I hope it doesn't drive you guys crazy, and I hope the lighting's alright. Lighting's good enough for me to see what I'm doing, but I don't know if it's gonna suck for you guys. Fingers crossed that it doesn't, but I'm really out of options at this point. Car is done being prepped. Everything is good to go. I'm running out of time today. We are going to spray this. This is probably going to take about an hour. Fingers crossed that it all goes smoothly. I have my little gun stand already, and I got my giant package of filters. But let me show you guys the final masking and prep job over here so you guys can get an idea of what's going on. I don't know how well you can hear me because it is so breezy in here because of the fans. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to line my camera. That's good. Compressor is all pumped up and ready to go and all plugged in. Everything is masked. I rolled the windows up, and I'm not going to worry about masking the actual glass in a lot of spots just because it can easily come off. I kind of want to test that ability of it, but either way, I've removed all the trim, prepared all these surfaces so that they're good to go. I just am going to give them one last lint-free wipe down, and then we should be good to go. I have a nice lint-free cloth here, and I'm just going to go over everything one last little time, make sure it's completely clean.
Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned it before, but it's actually like about 93 degrees out and super humid, which for around here, that's really freaking hot. It's not bad though, I get used to it once I'm out here, but then I go inside and it feels like an ice box. Gotta love summer though. All right boys, there's our color. When I say send it this time, I mean send it. That is a dark color, dude. Look at that. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Get your respirator, kids. You try to put a respirator on while you're wearing a GoPro on your head. It kind of sucks. Oh guys, I'm so scared. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Alright guys, so I ended up doing about 5 coats, and there were some places I had to touch up. I spent basically all day. And tonight I went ahead and put the headlights in, I popped the grill in, the bumpers are just setting on it, popped some window trim back on and everything, got the taillights in. I got put together so that we can take it outside, film a reveal. I want to do a little bit of a reveal for you guys so that you can see what it looks like. But it's really cool the way it shifts color. Like right now it looks black or like a matte black. In different light it looks purple. It's actually crazy. So I'm going to give you guys a walk around in some different shades of light, but right now I'm going to go ahead and film a reveal video. Fun fact, if you have any karate skills, you'll be really good at putting these door panels on. Ha! Very nice. All the door handles, the door panels and everything, and all the little stuff has been put back together. All the door trim is back in. This trim has not been put on, but I'm actually going to get new trim for here because the trim that was on the car, it was pretty shot. It had some issues, and all of them in one way or another were broken by the time I got them off. So there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done. Got to put the logo here, the latch and everything. I'm getting a new one of those. Lots of new stuff. I'm gonna get new chrome trim for the bottom of the doors too. That's on the way. A lot of stuff on the way still. It's been a couple days since I actually filmed the last footage and since I released the reveal, and I've driven it a little bit, as you can see by the mud down there. She's doing good. She's running good, and God, this color looks so good. I can't. I was really on the fence at first when we started doing this, but my God, it looks good now. It's grown on me so much. I've freaking love it. And from the posts I've put on Instagram and from the reveal and everything, I've gotten so much positive feedback. A lot more than I expected to get at first, honestly. I expected there to be a little bit of controversy over it. And of course, there have been some people that haven't really been a fan of the dip, but especially the matte finish. Some people have hated it, but pretty much all you guys have freaking loved it, and I'm so happy because I freaking love it too. I'm not usually a matte finish guy either. I like my metallics, I like my glosses, I like my pro coats, but this is just nuts. Still got a ways to go to get it finished up, and I also have to do a bunch of stuff to get the dip nice and conditioned and coated and everything because it is a matte finish and we do want to take care of it and get it so that it looks really nice, not blotchy at all or anything. But considering the amount of effort that I put into spraying the matte and the fact that I have never really sprayed before, I would dare say that it turned out pretty nice. I'm going to talk about maintenance and everything and keeping the matte finish clean and everything in the near future. Got so many videos left to make on this and so much to finish up. I'll be making another video in the next few days when I get all my trim and everything. Kind of help contrast the color a little bit, and I think it's going to make a lot of you guys who are a little bit on the edge about the matte finish and the color really start to like it. I've already gone back and edited most of the footage of the spraying process, and it was so satisfying for me to edit and to watch. I loved it. So let me know what you guys think by smashing that thumbs up button and letting me know what you think about the color in general and the whole dipping process. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. That helps me out more than you guys know. If you're interested in supporting the channel even further, got links to all our sponsors and our Patreon down in the description. And again, guys, thank you so much for all the support and all the love, and just thank you so much for watching this video. You guys rock. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.